Real quick shout out to PrimeXBT, the sponsors of the stream. Prime's been riding with me, man. Even though prices are dropping, Prime is, staying as a sponsor on the stream, which I really appreciate. So if you want to help me out, I don't charge you guys for anything that I do. I don't have a paid group. I don't have paid Discord. I don't have paid mentorship. I don't charge you guys for anything. Everything that I do is for free here on YouTube and Twitter and those other platforms. So if you want to help me out, the way that I'm earning income on these videos is through exchange sponsorships. Not trying to hide anything from you, but if you sign up using my link and you deposit money, some of that gets kicked back to me. So if you appreciate what I do, you want to help me out, you want to help a brother out, that's the best way to do it. Sign up using that link, use my deposit code MAIN50, deposit some money, and some of that gets kicked back to me. And I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, sponsors or not. But if you want to help me out, that's the best way to do it. So shout out to the Prime team for sticking with me. All the information on how to take advantage of that in the description box of this video. If you have any questions, you can always DM me. If you want to join my Discord, go to tradermain.com. It has all the instructions on how to do it. It is completely free. Someone said that I'm out of my trade already. I'm not out of my trade already. I took some off the table and I put my stop to break even. Again, I literally laid this entire trade out on fucking Twitter, locked in some gains, stop to break even, so I cannot lose. Aiming for another move higher, but I could add back on strength or long lower. So what I'm basically saying is, okay, we're in a resistance here. I'm gonna take some profit. If we pull back and show strength, maybe I re-long, maybe we pull back even further, still making a higher low. I can add back, I can long again, or if we break above here and show strength, maybe I add to my long that's still open. Ultimate target is 23. I don't know if we get there on this push, but I want to lock in some gains. I want to lock in that money. I'm paid. I can't lose on this trade. Now I have some flexibility to add back or to hold what I'm holding. Maybe we do this and I close the rest of it and then I see what happens. I don't know yet, but I laid it out all for you on Twitter. I didn't personally long Ethereum. Ethereum ended up being the better long. Why is that? Well, if you look at FBTC, right, we've had some sort of potential bottoming structure. Maybe this might just be a deviation and we might trade back within this range here. So if that happens on this next leg, let's say we're going to move up another 10% across the board. If Ethereum BTC regains this range low, you're going to want to look to long Ethereum over Bitcoin, right? Because there's a chance that it likely is going to outperform Bitcoin. And as you can see, it's been a slight uptrend versus Bitcoin. Hence why on this most recent bounce, it's bounced harder than Bitcoin. This slight uptrend on FBTC represents the difference of Bitcoin going from low to high here, 23%, Ethereum, 35%. And even more recently, right? This most recent move from here to here, Ethereum went up 11% in the last day and a half, whereas Bitcoin is up, 7%. Well, why is that? In the same time period, Ethereum BTC is up 4%. What's the difference between 7 and 11? 4%. There's your difference right there. Again, we're retesting this high time frame range low from the underside. If it does this, deviates, gets back within the range, we're gonna look to trade this at least into here, but maybe back into the mid-range. I don't know. That would be pretty bullish for the market, I think, but too early to tell. I'm still not convinced that this is the bear market low on either Bitcoin or Ethereum, but I do believe that buying Ethereum, between $500 and $1,000, let's say, and buying Bitcoin between 10,000 and 20,000, long-term, very long time horizon, I think is probably not a terrible idea, but too early to tell if the bottom is in, but made some money this week. Happy with that. And I'm going to wait and see here. I'm going to see what happens, over the next couple days. We're coming up into the weekend here. I generally try not to trade on the weekend. I try and take that time off, but we're going to wait and see. I still think there's a chance that we tag 23. The question is, do we have the juice or do we need, a pullback first, maybe a deeper pullback? I do eventually think that this gets tagged though, before ultimately taking out this low. Same thing on Ethereum. I do think that we eventually tag, 1300-ish around there before eventually taking out this low. I don't think the bottom is in yet. You look at a lot of altcoins, right? I talked about this in the last video. I said, if you want to catch crazy bounces, when you think Bitcoin and Ethereum have bottomed, I don't mean for good, but at least temporarily, you want to catch asymmetric upside, go look for altcoins versus BTC that might be putting in a bullish setup. We had this level marked on Sol BTC. Look at the reaction this had from that level. 74%. Still way down from all-time high, but 74% from that level. So if you're looking for longs because you're like, hey, Bitcoin looks like it might rally a few $1,000. If Sol BTC looks super bullish, what do you think Sol's doing? Oh, it's up 50%, whereas Bitcoin's up 8%. Ethereum's up 12%. Sol is up 50%. Again, confluence. Looking for those pieces of confluence and then making your decision. Here's your weekly order block here. Last down candle before the entire rally began, basically. We came into it. Bitcoin came into a key level. Ethereum came into a key level. Sol BTC came into a key level. Maybe I'll go hunt for a long on Sol. Some of these altcoin rallies that will happen in the bear market will be crazy. You'll see 50, 60, 70, 80, 100% rallies on altcoins, even though the whole market looks like shit. Litecoin, 40% from the low to high, 42%. That outperformed the fuck out of Bitcoin. What does that also mean though is the inverse. On the way down, when Bitcoin broke down from 30 to 10 or to 20, Litecoin broke down 33%. So you have to look at the altcoin versus Bitcoin, the altcoin versus Ethereum. And then if you believe that there's support, okay, we're in a support here. I think that we might get a mean reversion, then go hunt those altcoin setups, but make sure you're comparing them against BTC. Ethereum versus BTC was slightly outperforming. Ethereum slightly outperformed Bitcoin. Sol was massively outperforming Bitcoin. Sol USD printed a much bigger long. LTC BTC massively outperformed Bitcoin. That's why LTC USD printed a much bigger long. You can do this for, let's look at, what's another altcoin that went crazy? There you go, Matic. Huge fucking rally, 60%. What do you think Matic USD looks like? Almost 100% move. So if you go here and you say, okay, what day did this move start? Let's just take the day that we entered the Bitcoin long, the 21st. So look at these two charts. Both of them rallied. Which one do you want to be long, right? If Matic Bitcoin printed this huge up candle on the 22nd of June, do you not think that you want to be looking at Matic USD for long opportunities that are going to smoke Bitcoin out of the water? Absolutely. The price action is very similar. This is like an over-under, I guess. I just randomly picked this, so I didn't actually know that this coin did this well. There's your low, lower low, higher low. Break in market structure, bullish order block. Look at how much more this ran versus that setup on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 5% from my entry. Matic's up fucking 50, right? So if you want those asymmetric bets, look at altcoins, check the BTC pair, check the Ethereum pair. If you think Bitcoin or Ethereum are going to go up, if any of these BTC pairs of those altcoins look bullish, look to long that altcoin instead.